after as we are back under 20-yard line. Probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Darnold down to throw. Up, and that's a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Darnold. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jeffrey Simmons. What a sensational effort. That's going to be a loss of 20. To try again after the sack. Watson. And he's going to go down again. Jeffrey Simmons able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Max 22, Max 22. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run him up.
Here's Watson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Now that'll be 2. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And he's got Rome. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. All right, here we go. Let's go.
From the 50, it's Darnold. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Turtle. Motion, motion, motion.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. DJ Chark, 50 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Stead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On second down, Barkley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now Saquon Barkley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Here's Hines. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
This is Hines. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the fourth quarter.
50 to Mike. 50 to Mike. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long...
Watson, off play action. Dancing to his left. He'll let this go for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Darnold. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. He finds Beckham complete. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Darnold. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
I'm here all day. Watch tight. Tight ends right. Watch.
On 1st down, Barkley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he will score. Touchdown to extend their lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Darnold, he's going to dump it off to Gurley. A big play there for Indy. 52 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
24 is the mic. I got it.
To the air again, Darnold. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, a 22. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Todd Gurley taking it in as his guys are back within a single score. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Say it.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now it's Hines. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Let's get it. 24. Mike 51. Mike 51. Check.
Watson now to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Watson. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. And now he'll tuck it and run.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
I'm going back to you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Now it's Watson. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Ready to start their next drive.
Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 24 is the mic. 9-9, sweetheart.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Darnold. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
This is Barkley. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Hines, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Tennessee, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.